We just got on the Black Phone 2. This is our cinephile out of theater reaction. 3, you're cheating. 3, 2, 1. So it was a good movie. It gave me everything that I expected. Something was missing. I want to lean into it was paced really slow. I guess it had everything I expected, but I don't know. Something was missing to take it up another notch for me.
I am surprised that I liked it as much as I did because I went in really skeptical. Yet I really liked a lot of the visual style. I just thought it had a cool visual sense. I liked the sound design of it, which was really intense, especially in Dolby. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. I think I might like it a little more than the first one.
I thought it was cool. Like I said, I was excited to see this movie. You know, watching it, I thought it was good. I was entertained. There were parts of the movie where I would have gave it 2 hands up. Yeah, the pacing was a little off. It felt a little slow at times, but really though, I really enjoyed it. And my rating was more so based on my experience, like you're saying, at Dolby. My experience was fantastic. It was for a scary movie. I'm not even really into them like that. So that was cool.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great storytelling. I thought first one, Ben got the shine. Second one, Gwen got the shine. I thought the villain was dope. The look of it, the visuals, the cinematography, the 80s feel we had talked about earlier, it was all there. I liked everything about it. The only downside is I feel like it's over, and I like it so much I want it to be a franchise. I feel like it has Freddy Krueger potential. Freddy Krueger was one of my favorites growing up, is my favorite growing up. I feel like it has that kind of potential to be a franchise like that, especially that they reached into the dreams. This one feels finite or final.
No, I agree. At the very end, I thought it was going to be a jump scare. Like he was going to come back, the phone was going to start crackling or something. I definitely see where you're coming from with that. I mean, I was just saying, a lot about that movie that I really like, just like the whole dream sequence, right? Because like in this person last night, I had the night before, I had a crazy dream where I was like, I felt powerless, and then you realize that you actually do have power, and then you get lucid dream, you can start controlling it. It's so real. Like I've been there. One thing I like too is I feel like the reactions to all that stuff that was going on was quite normal. I could justify every reaction. I didn't think anyone overreacted. I didn't think anyone underreacted. It was
I think I'm kind of am compared to Freddie. I think that's why I'm not liking it because I do like the movie. What it was missing because Freddie is really like creepy, scary. This one doesn't scare me like that. You know, the first one really didn't scare me like that. It's more grounded of a story. I thought it would be a little more frightening. I wasn't frightened.
Freddie got into your childhood. That's a different kind of fear.
The atmosphere seemed more eerie, I think, with Freddie. Maybe it was the atmosphere.
I felt like I totally, that was one of the things I did feel like where I was, when I saw what they were kind of going for in trailers, I was like, looks like they're kind of going a Freddy route because where were you going to go? The first film, you had supernatural stuff going on, you know, but I felt like there was that potential there in this one with the character because I liked what they did where when he removed his mask, it was not so pretty underneath. But I really did feel like they could have, I was expecting something to make it feel like there's an opening for another one because I did enjoy it enough that I'd see another.
My thing with that too was the whole phone trope. I feel like this movie could have done. You just call Black Phone. If they were just not on the phone, maybe on the phone once. I think that could have, because like the end when the phone rang, I honestly forgot what was the significance behind the phone ringing. I was just like, answer the phone, bro. Like, honestly, I just wasn't thinking about it. So I think like the movie could have stood alone. I mean, yeah, Freddy's perfect. But
It seems finite. We don't know how many victims he has. It sounds like when the victims' bodies aren't found, the kids can't rest. So he can find another group of his victims. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if he has more victims, or are they going to take it upon themselves to be the mystery machine, the Scooby Doo?
Yeah.
All the kids are calling him for help. You know what I mean? But I guess we want that villain.
No, yeah. Then you're changing the villain.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We want that
he is the
villain.
franchise.
And they've tried that before. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Hellraiser,
Oh,
Pinhead
yeah.
was not supposed to be the villain of the series.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the Julia, the woman who brings the guy back from the dead. She was supposed to be the villain. The Cenobites were just supposed to be the background punishment. But you know, a guy with a bunch of nails in his head is kind of a memorable thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I love that mask.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
I think it's
That's
such a
perfect
cool
too,
mask.
yeah.
I love that the mask changed expressions depending
Yes.
on how he felt.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice
You
that.
never caught that? Different
Yeah.
expressions all the time depending on how he felt. He had like a disappointed, sad face. He had a big cheese and grin.
Wow, I'm
He had
so
the
tennis.
blank, he had
What's
the
the
blank
best one, you know?
face.
What's the best expression?
I kind of
I
like
think it's
the
the smile.
frown.
I like the
but-
smile.
Yeah.
I like the smile,
I do like the
but
smile.
I like
yeah.
the frown too. The frown's just.
Now that y'all mention that, I can't. I didn't even know if I
Notice
looked at
it.
this dude's mask at all. I don't know what's going on.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's more
Well-
pertinent in the first one.
In the
Yeah.
first movie, the mask change was natural. He just had the different
Exactly.
pieces.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The fact that now that's part of his
Yeah.
face. It's like I felt like there was so much potential to take it into, and there could be ways to bring him back. Although I hope if they do, that it's that he is, that they don't have to find some way to tie it into their history.
Yeah. Why can he hear the phone? Like, I think I still want that explained to me.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? I thought he was going to end up being their dad. Like, I thought he was going to have either, because they worked at the same camp or whatever. So I thought they was going to be some type of family entanglement. That's why they all got the sense. You know what I mean?
So, how many victims does he have? Does he just have 5 victims in?
They don't, because those victims on there were new today.
Yeah, those
okay, so
were
I
from
was-
his
I thought-
past.
Yeah.
So I thought those was the kids from the last one that just grew up.
No, those were the movie. So in the first movie, it's a different set of victims
Yeah.
that
Wow.
are contacting him. These kids weren't part of it at all.
And we didn't hear from none of the victims because their bodies were found. Now their souls were set free to go
Yeah.
to this. You know
Hold
what
on,
I mean?
say that part again.
This is what I'm assuming. This is not the bottom line.
Yeah.
But their bodies were found. That's why they're calling Finney.
The bodies weren't found.
Remember they were in the house across the street on the first one, and they found the bodies today.
I thought you
Yeah.
said in the ice.
Bodies were found
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Not
because
before the cause.
No, but that's
Right.
why they call them. We're not supposed to be here. They're at the bottom of the lake. We're supposed to be found. Our parents' minds are supposed to be put to rest. Like it's, you know what I mean?
No, the way you were saying it, I was confused.
I can't
thought you
spit it
were
out.
saying, I thought you were saying they started calling after they were found. They
No.
called to help me. Get
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, no, like those. I think that it's because he was. I did notice that they did the little bit where he's walking by that phone early in the film.
Mhm.
He just picks it up and is like, "I can't
can't
help."
help
it."
you.
So I'm curious. Let's go back to if that was a completely different kid
Exactly.
Yeah.
who had.
Yeah.
You could open up the story again.
That's good.
So would we guess a completely different kid killed by someone different?
Different. That would.
It could be.
But this is what I was thinking. Like your dreams, it's like it's a manifestation from within.
Yep.
I feel like this dude's out there. Like she conquered her fear. I think there's tons of kids and tons of people that jump.
So
He-
go
I
ahead.
was gonna say because as a killer, he in the old one, he just seemed so prolific. I mean, he had a name. They
he
were
was
scared of him.
grabber.
So, yeah, I think it.
I would
Potential
love
for more
that,
bodies.
but then wouldn't that change the villain? If they
Yeah,
would say
they would-
ordered the, make
No,
some
but
more-
he's a serial killer.
Yeah,
so
he
he
said
killed.
got plenty bodies to.
Yeah. He got 3 in. It seemed like 3 in a week. Summer. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Well, I was gonna say, it sounds like he was talking to one of his soliloquies. He was talking about like he got here or whatever. It sounds like he's made some type of deal with the devil or something. Maybe he'll just do that again because the kids
Yeah.
are gonna take him back to where he belongs. Maybe he knows how to bargain and he'll get back. It's part 3. Goddamn.
Yes, there's that whole bit of dialogue where he talks about how hell takes
Mhm.
just
The good
gets
part,
all gets rid of all the good stuff
Yeah.
and just keeps the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna be
because maybe he has so much negative energy where he was on this plane that now that he's dead, that's our guy. He's the one. Yeah, no,
I did love that he could affect others who aren't asleep. That's a
That was-
yeah, that was
Yeah,
that
That was very
crazy.
Nightmare on Elm
Yeah,
Street
yeah,
3.
I wasn't expecting that. He's sleep or not, motherfucker.
that was
So I think one of the reasons I didn't like it because, like you said, it's Finney was the star in the other one. Now it's the sister. I wanted Finney to get money. I love the finale where Finney really got to bash his head
What are you
in.
talking about? Those two kids was from the first one.
Finney was the main one.
No, they look. I thought they was. I thought you guys just said that they were. It was a different story, but it's just different. Them three different kids, not the.
The dead kids are three different.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, I was gonna change my whole rating of the movie. I'm like,
That's why you got to talk about it after. It was cold to see him open the movie up with an ass whooping. Like, I'm the man now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me in these streets no more. That shit was cold. He was
Set
getting
the tone.
He was getting bullied the first one. His boy set the tone, whooping some ass, and that's the dude that died that helped him get out the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was calling him on the phone. Now that nigga, he the big boss hog now. That shit was cold.
I did want to point out. I think they did a good. I think he did a real good job with the whole trauma of being kidnapped. 'Cause I was sitting there thinking about like, yo, he was kidnapped. Like when he had that little outburst, I don't understand, but it's like,
Yeah,
yo,
you can feel that shit.
like getting kidnapped, thinking you about to die and then survive, and then that's just a different type of fear that I can't even. Now you're getting haunted by this dude for real, not just like having nightmares. Like, yo, that's crazy.
Dude, a beast. I like that acting.
He
Yeah.
portrayed
Yeah,
absolutely perfect.
I thought they really did a great job of showing how the unchecked anger,
Mhm.
covering up fear, and how that can just drag a person down. I thought that they did a really solid job with that.
They did.
Can